When I was 5 or 6 years old, I remember watching TV and I would see these commercials and I was watching other children suffer in other parts of the world. And, you know, the commercials where they, you know, you could give 25 cents and save a child's life and, you know. And I would think to myself, like, I wonder how many 25 cents I could save up to save all the kids in Africa. And I would say to myself, you know, like, when I grow up and I can get rich and I'm gonna save kids all over the world, I just didn't know I would be in the position to do that by the time I was a teenager. At 17, I started my career here in America. And by the age of 18, I started my first charity organization. I went on to team up with other organizations in the following years and met, helped, and even lost some of the most beautiful souls. From 6-year-old Yasmina Amina, who passed away in 2010 from leukemia. Her story inspired thousands to volunteer as donors through GKMS. Fast forward to 2012, when my grandmother, the late Clara Brathwaite, she lost her battle with cancer, which is the very reason and the driving force behind the Clara Lionel Foundation. We're all human, and we all just want a chance. A chance at life, a chance at an education, a chance at a future, really. And at CLF, our mission is to impact as many lives as possible. But it starts with just one. Just one. As I stare out into this beautiful room, I see optimism, I see hope, I see the future. I know that each and every one of you has the opportunity to help someone else. All you need to do is help one person, expecting nothing in return. To me, that is a humanitarian. People make it seem way too hard, man. The truth is, and what the little girl watching those commercials didn't know, is that you don't have to be rich to be a humanitarian. You don't have to be rich to help somebody. You don't gotta be famous. You don't even have to be college educated. I mean, I wish I was. I'm not saying, you know. Especially today. But it starts with your neighbor, the person right next to you, the person sitting next to you in class, the kid down the block in your neighborhood. You just do whatever you can to help in any way that you can. And today I want to challenge each of you to make a commitment to help one person, one organization, one situation that touches your heart. My grandmother always used to say, if you got $1, there's plenty to share.
I always loved music. I always loved it. And then I would start singing along, and before you knew it, I wanted to be that person so bad that I would lip sing or dance or look in the mirror or perform for my friends or cousins. I just always knew one day that I'm gonna be doing this. I knew.
Big time. Like, my fans definitely have an impact on the way I make music, what I do. Like, it still comes from me, and I still like to show them new things, but I always want to make sure that, you know, I have to pay attention.
Yeah.
They say things that you need to hear. Like, they're out there in the world. They're not in the little box here. They know what's going on, and you will be stupid to be so oblivious to what they're saying. You have to pay attention.
Every album for me has been a natural step in my growth. It has displayed the different steps in my career, and everyone happens to be better than the previous one. And for me, that's the most important thing. Just making sure that every time you do something, you do it better than you did it before. And those, when I listen to my music or watch my videos, for instance, from Pon de Replay to Russian Roulette, it's not even the same person. It's not even the same person, but
yeah.
I don't know anyone who has been the same person at 17 that they were at 21. I think a lot of people think that them doing what they want means doing what everybody else doesn't want. And it's not that. Doing what you want means moving forward with the way you feel and living your truth. And a lot of the times you'll find common ground with people, and sometimes there are a lot of people you won't find that agree with you, but it has to be your truth, because that's the only way.
Well, it's definitely the ultimate dream for me, because I always dreamt of doing it. So yeah, it could be the ultimate dream, but know that there's a lot of hard work that people don't see, a lot of toiling at night, you know, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of traveling, and some stuff you don't want to do, but you just do it for the love of it. So if you want to do it for fame or money, forget it. Stop now. But if you want to do it for the love of it, keep on going.
Everyone has their own definition of a role model. For me, I'm 21, so I'm gonna live my life like I'm a 21-year-old. I'm gonna dress like I'm a 21-year-old. I know I have a 5-year-old fan at home, but I can't live my life like a 5-year-old because I'm not 5. But at 21, for a 21-year-old to see the way I act and see the way I dress, that's fine. And I can only be a Rihanna model because that's who I am. I can't please everybody. It's too hard.
No, I would say it can be very easy to be led astray or caught up and sucked into the fame and the bright lights and everything being great, and you know, it can be easy to do that, but I have great people around me and a lot of people that I've known since my childhood.
Yeah.
A lot of people I trust. My big brothers, Jay-Z, Jay Brown, and Tata, like, they're my backbone, and at this point, I'm in super good hands with them, and they keep me grounded. They keep me in check. My mother is still my mother.
I just had a dream. I had an idea. I knew what I wanted to do, and this is what I was going to do. All I wanted to do was make music internationally. You know, in Barbados, it's an unrealistic goal. You know, we're a small little island away from the United States.
What has been Jay's best advice to you?
In the beginning of my career, I remember Pon de Replay started doing really well, and he came up to me at a showcase and he said, "You must be a really great person because great things keep happening for you. Don't ever change who you are. Always remain humble, the same." And it kind of rings in my ear. Like, every day I hear that, and it stuck with me, and I have a lot to be grateful for.